cursed ring. In the quiet, forgotten town of Black Hollow, a sinister legend whispered through the generations the tale of the cursed ring. Long ago, a mysterious peddler had arrived, offering a gleaming silver ring that seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly light. It was said to grant wishes, but at a terrible cost. Sarah, a young woman new to Black Hollow, stumbled upon the ring in an antique shop. She was drawn to its strange beauty, and the shopkeeper, with a knowing smile, offered it to her for a pittance. The moment Sarah slipped the ring onto her finger, the air grew colder, and the shadows in the corners of the shop seemed to lengthen. That night, Sarah awoke to the sound of whispers, incomprehensible and haunting, swirling around her room. She dismissed them as a dream, but they returned every night, growing louder, more insistent. She began to see dark figures at the edge of her vision, always vanishing when she turned to look. Her reflection in the mirror would sometimes linger, watching her with a malevolent grin. Desperate for peace, Sarah wished for the whispers to stop. They did, but her relief was short-lived. The following day, she learned her neighbor, Mrs. Holloway, had been found dead in her bed, her face twisted in terror. The whispers ceased, but now Sarah's dreams were filled with Mrs. Holloway's silent screams. Sarah sought out the shopkeeper, only to find the shop boarded up, as if it had been abandoned for years. Frantic, she visited the town's oldest resident, Old Man Crowley, who confirmed her worst fears. The ring was cursed, feeding on the souls of its wearer's wishes, spreading death and despair. As Sarah tried to remove the ring, she found it stuck fast, its cold metal biting into her skin. Her own reflection now mocked her openly, whispering of doom. The figures in the shadows grew bolder, stepping closer each night. She realized with dawning horror that the ring had chosen her, and it would never let her go. One final, desperate wish formed on her lips to end the curse. But as she spoke the words, the whispers returned, now a cacophony of rage. Her reflection laughed, and the figures stepped out of the shadows, closing in. The air around her grew thick with the stench of decay, and the room darkened until only the gleam of the ring was visible.